I really envy those people that have those nice smooth eyelids and they can just go swoop and swipe their cut crease. Today I'm going to be doing something very exciting. I have decided to follow Kimberly Clark's lead in a tag that she did, which was like the no-name makeup tag. So basically what she did was a start to finish tutorial focusing only on the technique of the makeup, not the brand of the makeup, because she's very anti-consumerism. Obviously I am a consumer, so I'm not exactly anti-consumerism, but I do like the idea that you can learn techniques and take what you already have in your arsenal to produce something that you would get from, you know, purchasing the most hype it product. Obviously on my eyes today, I have what I call Nuh-Uh Honey, because the Honey palette was one of the biggest hits of the summer. I saw a million looks all using the same thing, a dark crease, a light yellow eye, and gold on the lid. So I have taken what I have and created this. So if you want to see how I got this look, not using the Honey palette, you just keep on watching. I was recently watching a video from Kimberly Clark, and she's very big on anti-consumerism. She created this tag, which is called like the no-named makeup challenge. So basically what she did was a full-on makeup tutorial using all of her products, concentrating more on the technique of using the products rather than actually hyping up the product themselves. So people would have to go out and buy one specific product to achieve the same look. So I'm gonna kind of do a little play on that tag. I'm going to be using shadows and colors that you're not gonna know what they are or what the names are, just from my collection. And I'm going to be doing it in attempts to duplicate Colourpop's Honey palette. Colourpop to me is already pretty cheap and worth the money if you wanted to purchase this palette. I, however, was unable to purchase it because it was sold out. And so I'm gonna play around with my makeup and see what I can do with what I already own. And if I come up with something pretty decent that looks just like all the other looks that everybody's doing with the Honey palette, I've just saved myself some money. And I'm just gonna start off by taking a crease brush that I'm not gonna tell you the name of or where I purchased it. And I'm gonna dive into a brown that is very comparable in color. And I've already primed my eyes, therefore any pigment I put on my eye is gonna automatically pop that much more. Just packing on the pigment. In editing, I'll go ahead and list the shade from the Honey palette that I am trying to duplicate. I would like to deepen that up a little bit more, so I'm gonna go a little bit darker. Without giving away what palette I'm currently dipping into. But the funny thing is, I have this palette and it costs me some money, and I've probably used it twice. So I really like the idea of using what you already have, because it forces you to dig into your arsenal of things that you forget you have. So you can really kind of like Project Pan it and use up what you got. I'm just gonna start blending the edges. And now I'm gonna start laying down the bright yellows. Really gotta blend over this brown here, so I'm saturating the pigment. I'm gonna get an even cleaner brush and just blend. Now I'm gonna take like a bone shade, then put it right underneath my brow bone to kind of blend out from the yellow to where the shadow ends and my eyebrow begins. There is a bone shade in the Honey palette that I would use to do the same thing had I purchased it. All right, I'm currently happy with the way that this looks. I do want to go in and deepen the brown just a little bit, but I would definitely want to concentrate it right in the center of my crease where I'm about to cut it. So I'm going to get a very small crease brush so I can concentrate the color on my occipital bone. Now I will be cutting the crease with a flat concealer brush. I'm just gonna grab a little defining brush and dip into the dark brown that I was using and gently outline my cut crease to have a little bit more stark contrast. I'm also gonna pack the color on the outer corner. I'm gonna go just a little bit under my lower lash line as well. I like the darkest colors to be right here in this outer C. It gives your eye look so much balance and dimension. And in the Honey palette is a beautiful gold color, and I have my own gold color, and I believe will be best applied with my fingers only. Go out of the lines of your cut crease, just use your little defining brush and get that dark color again and make it act as an eraser. Yeah, for the inner corner, I'm going to use a little bit lighter of a shimmer to brighten it up. More of like a raw sienna like gold. Look at that, blends that dark outer corner perfectly. I think I'm just gonna have one more dose of yellow. Probably a little too matchy, don't you think? And prep my lashes for this look, and I will be right back. Okay, so here she is. This is the final look of what I would like to call Nuh-uh Honey when a new palette comes out, a must-have. I think that everybody needs to take a look and think about the price, what they have to spend, and take a look at your arsenal and see what you have in your collection. Can you duplicate a lot of the looks that you see with what you already have? I am so happy right now that I have achieved this look, and I literally did not have to buy the sold out palette. Granted, it is a cheap palette. It is something that is worth the money if you do not have these colors in your arsenal, but I feel like everybody does. If you're a makeup enthusiast, everyone's got some yellows and some browns and a whole galaxy of shimmers. So, I mean, I was able to achieve this just as simply as I had if I had purchased the Honey palette. Now the next is the Orange Glad and then the Strawberries and Cream, and believe me, I already know I can duplicate those. I encourage you to take part in this tag. See if there's any favorite looks that you can find on Instagram that are popular, or just pop in with whatever the it palette is of the moment and see if you can recreate it. So in this, I'm going to tag Ivory Cherry and Magdalene Janet, and anybody else who would like to participate in this no-name makeup brand tag. And good luck, have fun. Until next time, stay curvy, stay cautious, and we'll see you in a week. Bye.